Hi, welcome to Wealthy Mindset. My name is Oliver. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to talk about AMC stock starting from April 22nd trading day to the next couple of weeks. I'm going to analyze the graph to give you lows and highs, essentially price target predictions. Now, quick disclaimer before I begin, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional, and everything I do share with you is just my opinion. It is not advice. So please do not buy or sell based off the information I give you or the opinions I do form. Please do your own due diligence and research before buying and selling. Now, if we look at the graph, it looks a little bit chaotic, but it's pretty much good news overall. So close at $9.78 as of April 21st, 2021. Now, I want to show a couple quick things before I begin. So right now, I'm pretty optimistic. Again, keep in mind, nothing's guaranteed though. Take everything with a grain of salt. But above all three moving averages in the 1 month chart, and the MACD line is in the positive as well. The MACD line represents in terms of the movement, in terms of average. Is it like bearish? Is it bullish? Right now it's bullish, so it's optimistic. And in the 1 year chart, if we look at it, so right now above all three moving averages as well in terms of the 1 year chart. And then the MACD line is in the negative right now, so it is bearish, but it's getting close to fully curve up to the upside and cross over to the positive. So it could be like a little bit of a decent run. Again, it's not guaranteed, but it could possibly happen. Now, like always, I'm going to cover the upside, the downside in terms of support levels and resistance levels. And just because some news could come out tomorrow, great news, and it could spike up dramatically. Some horrible news could come out tomorrow and can spike down dramatically as well. Now, what happened was, if you've been reviewing my channel, there's a downward trend resistance line that dates back since middle of March for the most part, touch points across there. And then the most recent ones was as of April 15th, knocked us down. We went back up to test it again, got knocked down by it, but then bounced off the support level and then broke through the downward trend resistance level right here, dating back since middle of March. Unfortunately, false breakout, went back down and then went back up to test it again, passed through it, bounced off of support. It came back down again. But the reason why, so this was promising. The unfortunate part, it was April 20th, the market was down overall, so it got dragged down with the market as well. Market was down, pretty much heading down before market opened essentially, and so the stock opened dragged down as well. And then what happened was formed a support level. The only thing is though, the support level, I wouldn't bank on it personally, just because yes, it has 3 touch points, so 1 touch point right here, 2nd touch point right here, 3rd touch point right here, but between the 1st and 2nd touch point, there's a false breakout. So technically a fragile upward trend support level. That's why I personally wouldn't put much faith into it. But given the movement in terms of bearish, bullish, and all that stuff, and the way being above moving averages, that's why I'm personally optimistic that at least will be somewhat of a decent run up, I would say. So we have 2 downward trend resistance lines to be concerned about. I'm going to cover the upside. Actually, I'm going to cover the downside first, and then I'll cover the upside. So first, if we do go lower, we have support at, which is pretty crazy, at $9.78. The reason why I said it's crazy because we closed at $9.78, but we have horizontal support at $9.78. Yes, we have horizontal support levels between $9.78 and $9.60 range, but I'm trying to include the major ones. So the next level is $9.50, between $9.50 to $9.47 and $9.44. Then we have $9.27. Now, the thing is though, the reason why I'm kind of slowing down a little bit is if we drop dramatically right off the bat within, for example, on the April 22nd trading day, then we could hit $9.27 as a upward trend support level bounce off. So essentially what you want is when you drop right off the bat, you go to the upside like that. Now, that's not guaranteed, but it could happen. And because the upward trend support line coincides with the horizontal support level, then it could bounce at $9.27. But before it gets to that, you have the moving averages that you could bounce off as support at $9.53. Again, it doesn't have to guarantee. You can see it almost basically did that right now, but then here it just cut through like butter. So again, not guaranteed. Just want to make that clear. So $9.53, give or take, plus or minus a couple cents, depending on when you meet it, by the way. Then you have support at $9.47, again, plus or minus a couple cents, and then $9.43. So any of those levels you could bounce off to the upside. So let's just say you break through all of them except the last one, then you bounce off to the upside. So there's that. Now, if you break $9.27, so breaking the support level, breaking the horizontal resistance level or support level, then you can rely on pretty much, yes, there's support levels all the way through, but like $9.11, there's horizontal support on that level, then $9, then hopefully don't break $9. But if you do, $8.99 into $8.95 horizontal support, and then you probably technically, to be honest, if you start breaking all those levels, you probably start trickling down to this horizontal support level. That doesn't look great here because I had a false breakout, but there's touch points here and touch points more on the side as well. So that would be at the $8.80 range, give or take, and then maybe $8.76. I don't think it'd be going lower than that, especially given all the positives that I've seen and like talked about. So now I'm going to cover the upside. If it does go to the upside, hopefully it does. The problem is it's going to meet some turbulence with these downward trend resistance lines. Okay, so for these double downward trend resistance lines, for the first one right here, you have one touch point. I don't think it's two. Actually, no, it is 2 touch points. So 2 touch points right here, dating back since March 10th. And then you have as resistance, by the way. So back test as resistance. Back test as resistance here as on March 25th. Back test as resistance here on, hopefully I'm not missing anything else, but for sure here, April 16th as well. So we got at least 4 right here on this one. Now for this one, we only have technically 2 that I can see right now, unless I'm missing something. No, 3, okay. Because I was gonna say, why did I include it if I only had 2? So it has one right here on April 5th. We have one right here on April 26th. There's a small false breakout, if you could see it, but I gotta zoom in. But one back test as resistance, one false breakout on March 26th, hopefully I said that, and then bounces off as support here on March 15th. So if we were to go to the upside, go right away to the upside, we'll have issues at $9.91. And then I'm going to include this upward trend support line right here because there's 2 times that it's not clean resistance backtest, but it's close. I'm going to include it because support lines could act as resistance as well. So got back tested here on somewhat, again, it's not clean, but April 9th. And then here again, not clean, but somewhat back tested on April 15th. So if it passes $9.91, let's see if it interferes with, okay, nothing with horizontal, then you're going to have issues passing $10.07, $10.08, which coincides with this $10 to $10.12 right here. But what's going to happen is I think that could be in play. So for April 22nd, like I stated, for this range, I think this is in play for April 22nd. The next ranges I'm going to mention are going to be for the next weekish, week and a half-ish, potentially 2 weeks. So I'll elaborate more as I continue. And then, by the way, for the downside, I don't think this is in play, but if it were in play, it'd be roughly about a week in play if we were to go down, I think. But that's just my opinion. Or maybe a half week, we'll see. Like, you would have to gauge it probably day by day kind of thing. So if it goes up to past to $10 and $10.12 between that range, horizontal resistance, passing this upward trend support level, which would act as resistance, then you would probably get knocked down by $10.22 with this downward trend resistance line right here, the second one. So $10.22, which coincides with this $10.26 right here as horizontal resistance. So this is going to be a major task to pass on its own, this whole entire range, let alone that $10 is like a clean psychological number, will be difficult to pass on its own. So depends on when you hit these levels right here, because like for example, the longer you take, like right here it'll be $9.91, but if you hit it later on April 23rd, or end of the day, April 23rd, give or take, pretty close to the end of the day, it'll be $9.73 you would have to pass, and that would be difficult to pass, plus or minus a couple cents. So it depends on when you hit these support levels. Now, again, want to pass $10.26, but you don't want to have false breakouts too. So let's just say, especially if you spike up quickly. If you spike up quickly, then sometimes what happens, if you spike up quickly, you could just come down just as quickly too as well. Hopefully you bounce off one of these resistance lines as support and then go to the upside, but it's not a guarantee. So I would say it'd be almost a safe bet, again, not a guarantee though, is if you pass $10.43 horizontal level and $10.55 range. $10.50 range, but essentially get to 1060, but past 1055 horizontal resistance. Then at least you'd be pretty confident that, okay, we pass those levels, we could start moving up to the higher levels. Now, there's if you've viewed my videos in the past, there's major resistance at $10.74 to $10.81. Hopefully that doesn't knock you back down. If it knocks you back down, I'm hoping bounce off the 1050, 1040 range and continue to upside at least slowly. But this would be more like closer to like another week, like within a week range. So $10.74 to $10.81 range as major resistance. Then you have resistance at 1090 range, but essentially 1095, 1092, and 1090. Then you have 1098 to $11 and $11.14. Pretty major resistance in that range, $11 to $11.14. Hopefully pass it, but it's gonna be quite a while actually, to be honest. But then once you do, you have within this range right here, $11.22 to $11.22 on its own, but then $11.28 to $11.30, and then $11.40, and then $11.49, 51 to 55 cents. So these are all in different chunks depending on like the bulk when you hit them, because it would be like almost consolidating in some of these levels here. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you enjoy the video. That's basically it for now. I'll try to keep you posted as much as I can here and there. If you liked the video and found it helpful, consider dropping a like. Helps out the channel. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. If you like this video or other stock videos or other financial videos I'll be posting, consider subscribing so you'll be notified when I do upload those videos. And that's basically it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.